Hi guys, I am doing an unboxing video. So, this showed up in my P.O. box. I took the plastic off because the plastic had my address on it, although it was my P.O. box address, so that's on this channel anyways. But I really don't know why it showed up. I have never signed up for an ENFAMIL box. So this is the Wonder Box from ENFAMIL, and it has, here is our first gift for the most important person in the world on the top, and then on the sides it's information about ENFAMIL versus Similac, and then a bunch of stuff from ENFAMIL. Like I said, I don't know why this showed up. I would have never signed up for anything ENFAMIL. And like I said, it showed up to my P.O. box, so I know it can't be linked to any, like when I make the Amazon baby registry to get the baby box every year. That all comes to my house. So like I said, this came to my P.O. box, so that was strange. I honestly don't check my P.O. box all that as often as I should now that my daughter doesn't go to school over by our post office. If I have to run over to the post office for some reason, I'll run in and check it, and I really hadn't checked it probably since August. So and there was a key in it, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I went and picked this up. So I honestly don't even know how long this was in there. So I'm going to take these out because they have my name on them. What I just took out is the ENFAMIL checks that you get $5 off any ENFAMIL products. I might keep these. No, they don't expire till next year. Because occasionally Target will run sales on ENFAMIL products. And sometimes I can get some like at Walmart pretty cheap of like the ready-made or or sometimes CVS will have some like the ready-mades clearanced, and I pick those up with the checks, and then I'm able to donate them. So before everybody gets mad, like I said, this was not something I ordered. All of a sudden it was in my P.O. box. The items in here will be donated to the local women's shelter because I know they can use them. Actually, I'm going to probably take them to the food bank because I have some other stuff. I'm going to put the link below. Those that don't know, Ibotta currently has a free Thanksgiving meal. So I'll put the link below to Ibotta. You essentially pay around $20 to $25. It depends upon your area for these specific items from Walmart. One of them's a 3-pound butterball turkey breast. There's some instant potatoes, some box stuffing or dressing, depending upon which part of the country you're from. Items to make a small green bean casserole. What else was in there? A can of cranberry sauce, and then a packet to make gravy. So you get like a small little Thanksgiving meal. I believe I paid like it wasn't even $21 for mine at my local Walmart. Prices at each Walmart vary, but it has to be the specific brands and the specific sizes. Oh, and a 2-liter of Coca-Cola. And you pay this, you download your Ibotta app, you scan in the receipt there. So, like for Walmart, there's these barcodes on the bottom of the receipt. You scan that into the app, and you will instantly be given your money back on those items. This is not sponsored, so if anybody says that, I really like the Ibotta app for other things. Like yesterday I had to do my grocery shopping, and like there was, typically it's name brand stuff, but like there's sometimes 25 cents back on any brand bread, any brand beans, stuff like that. So like there were things I was buying and I was able to find the any brand ones yesterday when I went grocery shopping. So you get money back. Essentially, it's like coupons. But in this case, you get the free small meal. It says it feeds up to a family of 5. There are items in it that we will not be using. But they're like the turkey we will definitely use. I have nothing against instant potatoes. Just in my family, I think it's a texture thing for both of my kids. They love mashed potatoes, but they cannot gag down instant potatoes. I think it's because they typically are too runny. So anyways, excuse me. We will be donating like the instant potatoes, the box stuffing, the packet of gravy, but the green bean casserole stuff we will be using, the cranberry sauce we'll be using, and the turkey we'll be using. But I got the free items so I can donate them to the pantry, and I've got other things I got to take there. So anyways, like I said, in the comments below, I will post the information about Ibotta for those that are struggling this year. Oh, and how you get the payout. So there's different ways to get the payout. Once you hit a certain threshold, which is $20, which this group of stuff, you'll hit the threshold if you buy the specific brands that they require. And then you can go in and you can either get it refunded in an Amazon gift card. I think there's a PayPal, or you can get an Amazon gift card put directly into your PayPal. There's eBay gift cards. So there's multiple different gift cards. There's a lot. I didn't even look through all the gift cards, in all honesty. Let me pull up the app quick. I know this is sounding like I'm sponsored, but I'm not. Okay, so the app's thinking right now. Here we go. So this is what I'm talking about, where it says free Thanksgiving dinner. It's only one thing left. I got green beans. You have to make sure, because I got the green beans that I thought were correct, and they did not scan, so I'm not worried about it. The green beans I actually got were cheaper than that, so that wasn't a big thing to me, although I might go back and get them because my kids love green beans. But down at the bottom, there is redeem. Oh, wait, so this is the purchases. Like, look at all the stores. There's Walmart, Target, CVS, HEB, Aldi's, Walmart Delivery, Sam's Club. Like, there is lots of different brands. Trader Joe's, Family Dollar, Under Armour. I mean, it's not just food stores. There's convenience stores like K-Circle, Lane Bryant, Gap. I mean, there's GMC or GNC. I mean, lots of different places. Okay, I gotta go to account. I don't know if it'll let me go into the... Okay, so because I'm only at, I think, $1 something. I'm at $1.35 right now because I cashed out. But you can do PayPal with a $20 minimum. Then there's, it might be hard to see, there's Ace Hardware, there's Adidas, there's Amazon, AMC Theaters, American Eagle, Applebee's, Athena, AutoZone, Barnes & Noble, Bass Pro, Bath & Body Works, Bed Bath & Beyond. There's Build-A-Bear. I mean, there's multiple. There's eBay right there, DoorDash, iTunes, like lots and lots and lots of gift cards that you can choose from. So once you hit $20, you can choose, well, some of the gift cards are $25. It depends upon the company. Like TJ Maxx is $25, Under Armour's $20, Uber's $25, Sam's Club's $25. So, but you can cash out through PayPal at $20. So I always just do PayPal. One of them I thought was it Amazon? Or maybe Amazon's $25. Let me go back up there. Amazon's $20. But like I said, I will put in the comments below the information on how you can get the free meal. So anyways, the content, back to the box. The contents of this box will go with my stuff that's going to the food bank for Thanksgiving. So we've got vitamins and supplements that are by ENFAMIL. In all honesty, I think that was the only thing my kids ever had of ENFAMIL was their vitamins, because my son was in the NICU, So he had to be on the DV-Sol vitamin, which I believe it's a vitamin D vitamin, if I can talk. And then he was on the Polyvisol, which is like a multivitamin for babies. Both of my kids, we gave them both the vitamin D and the Polyvisol vitamins. My son was required because he was a NICU baby. Both kids were on formula. And my son was discharged from the NICU with those two. Actually, my daughter wasn't on D-Visol. She was on Trivisol, which is A, C, and D. My son was discharged because they didn't have that when my son was born. He was on D and then the Poly. And then when my daughter was born, I talked to our doctor, and he recommended keeping her on the multivitamin even though she was on formula. And then we did the Trivisol with her because that was new when she was born. So I can't say my kids have never had anything. ENFAMIL, we did do their vitamins. To my knowledge, Similac does not have vitamins. Then we've got a feeding guide about the most important person. And if I remember correctly, in the past, when I got these when I was pregnant, they talk about breast milk, formula, fortifying, comparing ENFAMIL to Similac, and then the various kinds of ENFAMIL. But different tips on like breastfeeding versus formula feeding, different tips on bottles, and then a guide for age-appropriate eating. Like 1 month they should be 2 to 3 ounces every 3 to 4 hours. 2 months should be 3 to 5 every 3 to 4 hours. 3 months should be 4 to 6 every 4 to 5. 4 months should be 5 to 7 every 4 to 5. 5 months. So there's just this guide on feeding a baby. And then an immunization chart, I think up to age 18 months. So for the first 18 months, what is recommended for vaccines. And do not go off in the comments about vax versus non-vax, please. It's in here. I didn't put it in here. Just pointing it out. And then they talk about babies' bowel movements, you know. Black and dark green are okay for the first few days after birth. Breast milk babies are typically yellow, mustardy, greenish color, and that is very true, and it's seedy. It's kind of a tan color if they're formula fed, and then when they start solids, it turns to like a greenish brown. I can vouch for my kids, like I said, weren't breastfed, but I've worked in daycares with infants, and breastfed and the babies that had breast milk very much had seedy BMs. And then this just talks, oh, this is the nutritional facts on the little bottles that are in here. Then there is 9 free meals from HelloFresh across $5, including shipping on your first box. So how many boxes? Okay. See, that you got to read the fine print on some of this stuff, guys, because like this one, it sounds like it's great and fantastic. Then you read the valid only, or offer valid only for new customers with auto renewal subscriptions. 9 meals are based total discount approximately $81 over a 5-week period. Save $31 on your first box, $20 on your second, $10 on your third, and fourth and fifth. Shipping fees are $7.95 and will apply to all after the first week. So always read fine print on some of this stuff. You get signed up for auto renewal. Sounds like a good deal, but it's typically not. And then healthy baby gut. I've never heard. Oh, baby probiotics. As I've never heard of giving babies probiotics. So, and what's this one? This must be, is this one in here? No. This must be a new ENFAMIL. Once again, They're comparing ENFAMIL to other brands. I mean, some of this is kind of specific, and the premium grass-fed pure European cow's milk is what ENFAMIL is made out of. Okay. And then like one of them is does not have all of these. No sugar, no table sugar added. And then the disclaimer is when hereditary fructose is concerned. So it depends. See, these are kind of general. And the thing is sometimes these are hit or miss because they might be comparing their whole line of ENFAMIL products to like just the generic basic Similac or something. So each company comes out with charts like this, so you just kind of take it with a grain of salt. And honestly, whichever works for your baby is what's best. I know for my kids, it was ENFAMIL, not ENFAMIL, Similac. My son was on Similac Soy, and my daughter was on Similac Alimentum. And then free bamboo diaper offer. And once again, is there fine print for this? It just says freediapers.com. I believe I looked into this, and it's like, once again, like that other HelloFresh offer. And then everyone gets these, and I see scams all the time on these, and I have to laugh. People will post locally selling these for like, oh, you can save so much money or get these free items. I'll sell them to you for $50. See, look, this is a $50 gift card, and that one is. This one's a $30, and this one's a $6. Like, no, you get these all, and then you pay shipping, and usually the shipping is outrageous. So I guess now they have breast pads, custom, they say snappies, but that's a onesie. So the slings again, they've now got breastfeeding covers, ruffle butts. Oh, Eskimo kits. I gotta look into that one because that hat looks kind of cool. And then the canopy covers. These canopy covers are okay, guys, but like the whole kit and caboodle are not safe for your baby because the minky fabric is very flammable. Then we've got shoes, baby legs, nursing pillow, pacifiers, which I've got in the past and I love, and then a pregnancy pillow. So those are the items that were on the top of the box. Now let's get into the box. So you get one standard flow nipple. It's latex free, and it's sealed in its package. These are like what they use in the hospital. Then there is a an ENFAMIL Nero Pro infant formula ready feed one. There's two of those. Then there's your basic ENFAMIL Pro can of formula. We've also got ENFAMIL Sensitive and ENFAMIL Gentle Ease. So what I like about these boxes, like I said, my kids are Similac kids. I never even bothered signing up for the ENFAMIL ones because I knew we would go with, actually we started my son on Good Start and that did not go over well, so we ended up switching to Similac. And we just did Similac from the get-go for my daughter. But they come with 3 varieties. Similac does this as well. Honestly, I don't even think Good Start, I have yet to ever see one of these type of boxes from Good Start. But anyways, the nice thing about these is you get the 3 different ones. So typically when you start out in the hospital and they're going to give you formula, if you choose to formula feed while you're in the hospital in the U.S. I know in Canada you have to bring your own. But you start out with, they bring you these bottles for when babies are newborns, the ready feed. You just pop this off. They give you one of these sterile nipples, and then you feed babe. That's how you feed them in the hospital, if you bottle feed. So they start out with the basic, if they know. Usually they're going to start out with this one, which is just the basic one. But if you're having issues with that, then you can switch to let's try the Gentle Ease one. And if that doesn't work, then you can try the sensitive ones. So you've got 2 samples and other ones before you have to go out and buy the big cans. So I do like that, and that's how we were able to figure out with my son. We put him, he was on Good Start, and it just wasn't going over well, so we switched him to regular Similac, and we had one of these boxes that had some of the Ready Feeds in it, and then it had a can of the blue Similac. And, you know, he was doing better, but he still had some uncomfortableness. So then we tried in theirs they would have the regular blue one. Then they would have the pink soy, and then is this one soy? This is for gas and fuzziness. And this is just for sensitive tummies. So neither of these are the soy one. But Similac would include the soy version, and then their sensitive stomach, essentially. I can't remember what they call it, in the kit. So we tried the sensitive stomach one, and it still didn't. So then we tried the soy one with him from the box, and it was like, oh. So the soy one we stuck with him until he was bigger. And my daughter, we once again had one of these kits. We started with the normal one. We went to the Gentlease, which actually got worse. Things got worse. And she was on soy for a while, and the soy was doing okay, but she just really wasn't making progress like she would. So my doctor's like, let's try the Alimentum. And for those that know what Alimentum is, God, that stuff, formula doesn't smell good to begin with, and that stuff reeks. I have nightmares about the smell of Alimentum. But my daughter was actually on Alimentum from about 7 months until 3 years old. Because when she turned 1, we tried transitioning to milk, and she started regressing, and the doctor was like, nope, we're going back to Alimentum. At 2, she was eating solids, but she wouldn't drink, or whenever we would try to wean her from the formula, basically she would just get the formula. She'd get 1 8-ounce cup right after meals. And if she wasn't hungry after a meal, sometimes, like, she'd wake up in the morning and she'd have a cup of milk. Then she'd eat breakfast about 2 hours later. Then she would eat lunch, and then she'd have like an afternoon snack. Or not, instead of an afternoon snack, she'd drink her bottle. I'm just saying bottle in general terms. We'd make it in a bottle because it was formula. And then we'd put it in her cup. Then she'd eat supper, and then before bed, she'd have her 3rd one. So she drank 3 8 ounces a day until she was 3. And finally at 3, we don't know if it was a malabsorption issue. We tried testing her for multiple things, but at 3 it was like something clicked in her body, and from there on out she was able to eat and drink fine without any issues. But up from 9 months to 3, anytime we tried taking the Alimentum away, it did not go over well. So anyways, guys, I know this video got kind of long. Don't forget, in the description below, I've got the information regarding Ibotta. This is what the ENFAMIL Welcome boxes look like, and I will be taking this over to our local food bank. So I hope everyone has a good day, and I will see you later. Bye.